Friday to everyone, and especially those in the social work community. This video that I am doing today is specifically targeting those that want to become a licensed clinical social worker. So I've had some DMs after a recent video that I posted. And people are asking, hey, how do you become a licensed clinical social worker? I am not licensed yet, y'all, but I am almost there, okay? And even though I'm not licensed, I do my research. I've been doing my research. I'm very knowledgeable in the area. If there's something I don't know, I go look it up. So with all that being said, people have asked me, how do you become a licensed clinical social worker? Because either they're not getting much help from the board, or they did not get much help from their professors. I decided to put this video together just to kind of give some insight to hopefully help people out. Let me just go ahead and put the disclaimer out there that I only can speak for Virginia. That is where I reside. I'm pretty sure the processes are similar. However, if not, use this as a template, please. But if you are located in Virginia, this definitely applies to you. And I'm going to tell you guys what I've researched as well as exactly what I did, okay? So if you want to become a licensed clinical social worker, keep watching. So let me just apologize, y'all. I had my phone sitting on the speaker, so I know the last clip probably sounded a little sketchy. I apologize. But I'm going to try to make this video as fast as possible. Obviously, with what's being covered, it can get lengthy. So I'm just going to give it to y'all straight and simple. If there is something, for whatever reason, you are not understanding, or you feel like you need me to elaborate more on, I encourage the DMs. You guys can reach out. You can ask questions. I don't mind. I will help as much as I can. There are 6 main steps. Number 1, you definitely want to read over the laws. You want to read over the regulations. You want to read over the LCSW licensure process handbook. Number 2, you're going to gather and request supporting documentation. But you want to review the application instructions. So before you even go to fill out your application, it gives you instructions. And on those instructions, you want to follow them by each step, okay? And this is for your initial registration of supervision for licensure as a clinical social worker. So in that application instruction, it's going to give you the needed documents. What things do you need to submit? Who do you need to submit it to, or where do you need to get it signed, etc. So you're going to gather all of that. Number 3, you are going to apply. So when you do the application, that's you just going to that beginning phase. Let me begin the application. You register for an account if you don't already have one. I already had one because I am a qualified mental health professional. So I was already in the system from getting that certification. So you're going to, if you don't have an account already, create an account. And then you're going to select initial application. Once you go there, you're going to select your social work profession, which is registration of supervision. That will be the license type that you are registering for. Step 4 is where you upload your documentation. So you will upload all the necessary documents within the online application portal. So this is not an additional location you have to go to or anything else that you have to submit on the side. You're going to do all of this in that same portal. Verification of education form. So that's whatever, what's your clinical hours, things like that, your field placement. Where did you have your practicum at? Your school normally fills this out. Okay, this is not something you do yourself. This is not something that the supervisors in control of. Your school has to fill this form out for you. I graduated from VCU with my master's in clinical social work, and I can tell you that my school did not touch this paper. Even though I submitted it to them way before I graduated, they did not fill it out until my commencement. And so majority of schools are probably going to do that because they're not going to fill out something towards licensure when you haven't gotten the degree yet. So just be mindful of that. And then you have to have a supervisory contract, which is whoever your supervisor is. What you would do is you would either have to find you a licensed clinical social worker to supervise you, or most jobs, counseling agencies and things like that, they offer supervision. So whichever way you go, once you figure that part out, you'll have to have a contract between you and that supervisor. Once you do that, you have to submit that contract alongside your documents. Then you have to have, I want to say there's a form that your supervisor has to sign, that supervisor you had during your internship, confirming your hours as well. And then number 5, step 5, you pay the fee online. Number 6, you wait for the board's approval. Now, this can take up to 30 days. It did not take me that long. They got back with me within a week or two. And then I want to say they got back with me via email. There's an online checklist where you can go to kind of monitor what's going on with your application. It shows like completed, unchecked, waivable, things like that, so that you can see where you are in that process. The things that are unchecked may be things that they just haven't looked over yet, or it may say missing. These are things that you still have to turn in. So you want to make sure that you're going back and you're reviewing your application and seeing what else do you need. Then there is the application checklist that I told you all in the beginning. But yeah, I hope this was helpful. I know it sounds like a lot. I know it sounds tedious. If you want me to break down each step, let me know that too, because again, I know it sounds like it could be a lot, but honestly, it's one of those things you just have to log into the system and start navigating through the system. Seeing what it's asking you, do your research for your state and just kind of go from there. But I hope this video was helpful. I hope everybody have a great weekend. And to those that are looking to become a licensed clinical social worker, good luck and welcome to the club. Bye.